I'm back, bitches, and welcome to episode 3 of Let's Build a Digital Business in 2026. We are going through me building COCO Creators. This is episode 3. This will not be exclusive to school. I'm also going to be putting this episode on YouTube because I thought, hey, these people need a refresher. They need an update. YouTubers, well, I guess YouTube viewers, they need to know exactly what we're building, even though there's no one on school. Don't tell anyone that. Let's go have a look. Here we are, boys and girls. I don't know if you recall about the previous one, but this is completely different. Before, it showed some Coco digital work, it had some AI text, and then it was like, enter creators. Look at this. This is more what I'm aiming towards. It's less creative, so filled with more information, but as we build, and as we build the plaza, which by the way is not episode 3 of this, for context, I released a short video which showcased the plaza section, where you can build your own avatar, and there's going to be tournaments and things like that for creators, um, and things like that. So very, very exciting stuff. So further along, when we get closer to the release date, when we actually curate this and get to a final build stage, we are combining this, which is full of information, really good key information about creators for businesses. It's really targeted for them, so we can get work to creators and get creators for businesses. Then we're going to combine that with the avatars and, just make this more creative. I don't want this to be a soulless platform. I want this to have some soul. Anyway, there's nothing striking right now that I need to showcase and walk you guys through. Again, placeholders. Like we've got COCO Creators here. This is not the logo. Neither is this. Again, a bunch of placeholders, but we're getting there. We're getting really close. So if you look here, for businesses, we have, you brief once, get content. That's how easy it is. I'm not sure if you recall from episode 2, if you've seen it, I spoke about how I'm working on the messenger side of things with accounts, and that was going to be the next feature to build out complete, but run into a lot of problems, and there are still some problems. Um, Actually, a ton of problems with messaging with accounts, but we're getting there. We're getting there. It's not ready yet, but we're getting there. So instead of going to a secret admin button to access this, if you look on this page right now, you can see there are creator, which creator means we are in a creator account, which is great, right? It remembered. So we want to go into dashboard, which is good for our avatars. And then this is where we can set up our avatars. See? Look at that. That looks exactly like me. Now, small thing, I don't want to forget about this. I did update the creator tile. So if we look at Discover Creators, we have this tester here. Look how it hovers. Look at that. Look at that animation. Beautiful. So those interactive things that really just get the user to focus. Anyway, we click on it. We view profile. Then we're on the tester profile. And we're going to have banners, profile pic, which may or may not include your avatar. Either we're going to have them separated or we're going to combine them. So you can either just have a profile picture or just have an avatar, similar to like a TikTok avatar or things like that, with AI. Then as a sample, as an example, we have, campaign, a real UGC work, some statistics. And look at this thing down here, right? Work with tester. So only business accounts can hire creators. So if you were logged into a business account and you are looking for creators, then you go there and you hire the creator. You send them you send them a job listing. They can either approve or not approve. And then you go into a messenger board where that's when you send in the work, that's when you work out the payments and things like that. That is part of messaging, and we're still building that out, like I mentioned. But pretty good so far, I think. All right, that is all for now. So I wanted to just quickly show you guys exactly what I've been doing since getting back from Japan. I don't know if you can tell, I went somewhere for a couple of weeks. Beautiful place. Anyway, I wanted to post this on YouTube as well, just so I can, get more of an audience. I want people to understand that this is a big deal, and school isn't as intimidating as I make it seem, I assume. It's free. You don't have to pay. You do need an account, but if you use the link in the description as well as the bios of my social platform, as well as my like Instagram and TikTok and things like that, it's free. You just have to have an account, and then you can join, and then you can look. Um, it's all free. It's all there. There's all this content as well as other originals that are coming out soon. And yeah, investing a lot of time and a lot of effort into it. So definitely check it out. Check out my YouTube channel. I'm gonna be posting a lot more. Check out my Instagram, TikTok, everything like that. Thanks, guys.